What's going on, you guys? In this video we're continuing our endeavors in Monarchs Bluff. This is part 2 of our side questing in the level 1 to 17 area.
Love keeps you warm.
So for this quest, it looks like we are starting out in the settlement, and we are going to go slightly to the east. It looks like there's no fast travels close to it, so we are going to have to run from here. So let's go ahead and speed this up. And once we are here, it looks like we have to kill the lost that are in the area to find this key. Looks like that one didn't drop one, so let's continue onward. Looks like that one didn't drop one either. I wonder how many of these guys we're gonna have to kill to get this key. Oh, this might be it. It sure is. Alright, now we're going to continue onward to open the lockbox. And it looks like once we open that, we do have to get back to the settlement. Unfortunately, I do not have recall available, so I am going to have to hoof it. Again, I like to remind you guys in every video, make sure you have your recall set to your settlement. That is important. It helps streamline the whole process. Storyline so sad. Anyways, moving on.
Okay, this next side quest looks like we can find it a little bit northeast of Monarchs Bluff.
There is a fast travel nearby, makes it a little bit of shorter trip if you have it. So if you don't have it, unfortunately, obviously you're gonna have to run from the settlement. And it looks like for this side quest, we do have to continue north to go. Looks like we gotta go hang out with some pirates. And as you can see, once we get into this area, the quest tells us that we have to destroy some explosives. I guess there's going to be some barrels in here that we have to pop. Doesn't look like there's too many mobs in the area, so if you're level 11, maybe a little bit higher, this should not be an issue for you. But go ahead and explore the area and explode all of the barrels. At least 5 of them. As you can already tell, we got our first barrel, and it looks like our second one is right over here. I'm gonna go. Oh, I see the third one down the way there. And if you just keep following that path in an eastern direction, it looks like you will run into the final 2 barrels. And once we've done that, I would imagine we have to head back to the origin of the side story quest line. And once you've collected the reward for completing this, we're going to go ahead and move on to our next quest. For this next quest, we are going to be heading a little bit east of the settlement. If you do not have this shrine unlocked, unfortunately you will have to run, but this shrine is right next to this quest. It's called, sorry if I'm chopping this up, Caledon Gate. But go ahead and head that way, and let's get into this.
Did you venture forth for freedom or fame?
Alright, and once you have accepted the quest, it looks like we don't have to travel too far. It's actually right here. We have to collect shards for this mirror. And once you've collected your third and final piece, we're going to want to head back over to Hugo, where the quest originated. Once you turn that in, we are going to go ahead and move on to our second to last quest for this part 2. As you can see, this quest is neighbor to the one we just finished. here at the Kaladin Gate Shrine. Go ahead and head just a little bit north from where Hugo was standing, and that's where you can find
So, how
this
does it
one.
feel?
And it looks like we are heading back to the same area, Kaladin, where we found those mirrors for the previous quest, to collect crystalline tears and glittering stone, it looks like. So go ahead and gather those 6 items up and rendezvous back at the quest origin. And once you've turned that in, we're going to move on to our final side quest for part 2. Let's go ahead and get into it. This quest here can be found inside the settlement, in the tavern. You're going to want to come and see Miss Fiona Murphy
Come, seeker. Danger abounds.
to get this
but
started.
your fortune will be grown.
And as you can see, we do have to hoof it. We're going to have to run a little bit to the south, about 300 meters. I'm going to go ahead and skip forward. And so once you arrive, it looks like you're just going to have to collect some flowers, it looks like. Alright, so go ahead and grab all 5. And once you have all 5 collected, you're going to want to place them on this shrine. And once that's complete, I would imagine we're going to have to go ahead and head back down. Yep, we're going to have to head back down to Fiona in the settlement. If you have recall available, go ahead and use it. Shorten up the time or run. It is pretty close, but we're going to go ahead and recall. And so here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Turn in your quest, get your XP, get your gold. Thank you so much for watching part 2. Part 3 will be on the way. Like and subscribe so you can keep following me on my journey. Thanks so much.